I finally did it. I brought my Italian-made Piaggio scooter to Milan, or as the locals up here in New Hampshire call it, Milan. Milan, New Hampshire. So good morning, everybody. I'm up here at Milan Hill State Park. As I said, in Milan, New Hampshire, not too far from Berlin. That's Berlin, New Hampshire, not Germany. Love these town names. Anyway, doing a little bit of camping again, as usual. Got in here kind of late yesterday, so I didn't shoot any video. Had a late start. I actually had a job come in just as I was getting ready to leave, so I had to go take care of that. So I didn't get out on the road until almost 3 o'clock. Didn't get up here until around 6:30, so oh well. I only had a couple hours of light left, so I took advantage of that. Got my site set up here, and I'll give you a quick tour of that now. So there's my setup. But before I get into that, I'm going to talk a little bit about the site I'm in here. As you can see, it's a big site. Really probably intended for like groups and stuff, not not a solo traveler. But that's okay. I like this site anyway. It's big. It's got a good open shot of the sky above. And lots of light on the solar panel. And the sun's out today. So we do have to deal with a little bit of haze. Probably still some smoke. You should have seen it yesterday. I wish I had some video of it there. There was so much smoke coming out from the fires all the way out on the other side of the country, the western part of the country, that it felt like the whole place was fogged over. All these neat platforms here you can set your tent up on if you were tent camping. How many platforms are there? There's one over there, 2, 3, and there's a 4th one up there, which we'll get into in a moment too. All these neat little platforms here. I stayed here at this campground once a couple of years ago with the family there, so I was tent camping, so I actually stayed up in this spot here. I set up my 10 by 10 canopy up here and my small tent inside of it. It was a pretty cool setup. And you got this other platform here, which in my previous trip I had set up my 20 amp hour battery and my 2 small 20 watt solar panels on it, and I had a full charge on that battery. Part of the reason why I like this site. My brother had stayed in this platform over here. And as you can see, I got my whole setup here. I got my kitchen right here. Well, I might have to push it back a little bit if it rains, because it is outside the overhang a little bit. My kitchen set up there. My scooter's staying in under the canopy. It's actually chained to the picnic table. My dishwashing station all set up here. I need a little bit more detail on some of that stuff in a later video here too. A little bit of lighting in here. Not that I need it today, or right now at this hour. Wolf and ear set up as normal here, so you can go see the tour video if you want to see how that's configured. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about here, you don't see the bathhouse down here anyplace, right? But that's here. We had the other platform up here I was talking about. And that's where the bathhouse, I decided to put it up here, completely out of the way. Kind of a neat little setup here. And you can see I put the lights in over here too, so at nighttime it lights the area up nicely. I wish I had a longer string here to continue the strings along all the way up the stairs here. It would have been nice. We got the bathhouse up here instead, completely out of the way, completely quiet. Kind of a neat little setup here. I like how this worked out here, so definitely love this campground here. We'll get into details on the campground a little bit later too here. This is one of my favorite campgrounds, mainly because it's quiet. I think next year I may actually try to spend an entire week up here. It'll be fun. All right, so that's my site. So now that we've shown you that, now we're going to get on to some breakfast here. So today I'm going to make a meat lover's breakfast scrambler. So another experimental breakfast. I don't know how well it's going to come out, but I have a feeling it's going to come out pretty darn good. All right, of course, every good breakfast always starts with bacon. Gotta have that bacon. So let's get a couple of pieces of bacon on the grill here. That's what, on the grill. On the frying pan here. Fresh package of bacon here, so it's going to take me a moment to figure out how to get them out of the package. Get home, putting this into a Ziploc bag, make things a lot easier. Not only does this taste good, it helps keep the pan seasoned too. All right. heat on, and we let that fry. So in addition to the bacon, we also have some diced ham and some bacon cheddar sausage. Put one of these on the pan. Ah, ham everywhere. Oh, my goodness. All right. I'm taking the hams out of the dish now. They're kind of jumping all out on their own anyway now. Trying to leave the grease behind. I'm doing it this way. And the bacon's ready too. Sausage needs a little bit more time to cook though. Take the bacon off the stove, or off the pan. It's done perfectly. Nice and crispy, just the way I like it. And here comes the sausage. Same thing, we're going to chop that up. There you go. All right. Get the camera back on the frying pan here. All right, now we got some shredded potatoes here I brought from home. We'll fry those up next. Back on. All right, the potatoes are set, nice and crispy. So next thing we're going to do is add all the meat back in. With the ham. Bacon and sausage in there. Turn the heat down a little bit. Don't get that hot now. Eggs. Yes, this is going to be a good feast. Okay. It's actually a lot of food I made. I'm going to eat well today. I'm not even sure if I'm going to finish this. Anybody else want? Any of my viewers want to come join me here and help eat some of this? Well, I think the meat to egg ratio is a little bit high. It'll carried away with the amount of meat I put in. Sausage takes up a lot of space, I think, but you know what? It's still going to be a good breakfast. Almost a dinner. I think I'm going to call this done. And there's the end result. You got eggs, cheese, potatoes, bacon, sausage, and ham. Kind of a big breakfast. It should be good. Now the big test. How did it come out? Never made this before, so it should be good. Excellent breakfast. So if you're ever out camping, you got to try this. Even if you're at home, you got to try this. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope I gave you some good ideas. If you got any suggestions on how I can make this better, though I don't know how much better it can be made. This is delicious. You can leave the comments below, and we'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching, and remember, slow down and enjoy life. Luckily for editing, you guys won't have to watch me cutting all this up here. It'll be a long, boring video if you're just watching me cut sausages on it.